Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabans. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a hell of a show for y'all. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So as you guys know, Michael Jordan made some news, I think it was this week or last week, where they were asked him to weigh in on the GOAT debate. And Michael Jordan essentially said that the GOAT debate is just something, first of all, it's something he doesn't even waste his time thinking about, as I've been saying for years, number one. Number two, he says he believes it has to do more with marketing than anything else, which I have been saying for years now. It's about marketing. There's no serious debate here, right? They just need something to talk about and make money off of. And the reason we say LeBron, because we are pushing back on this nonsense. That's what we're doing. And matter of fact, let me throw this quick jab in for Massive Splinter from Chicago. Dude that looked like Massive Splinter from Chicago. Talking about, oh, man, you talk about LeBron. Son, if Kobe Bryant was alive playing basketball, why would I waste a second of my time talking about LeBron? Like, come on, like, what are we doing, bro? Like, what are we doing? I get it. Y'all, that's y'all king. I get it. But knock it off. You talk about LeBron all day. Y'all be over here defending this dude. And don't nobody care what y'all got to say because don't nobody be watching y'all. But anyway, I digress. So Isiah Thomas decided to jump into the fray, right? He decided to jump into the fray and weigh in, and they asked him about it on the show, on a YouTube show called basketballnews.com. That's the name of the channel, basketballnews.com. So what we want to do is we want to play what Isiah Thomas had to say about this whole GOAT debate, and we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to his comments here.
I know we've talked before about, the GOATs and the greatest of all time. Who is your GOAT? I know we've talked about this, but who is it?
So to me, when I looked at Kareem, Dr. J, and Magic, and Bird, those are the people that I was chasing.
Right.
And most people think like I'm like 5 years older than Jordan. I'm only a year older than him.
Okay.
We were, so, it's like.
But he went 3 years of college and you went to, okay. So he was just in the league a year or two before you? Or after?
I was in probably what, a year, 2 years.
Okay.
Okay. And I look at it like, okay, on the real, like when you're 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, it ain't like, like Dr. J was 5 years older than me. So they had something on me, Bird, Kareem, them, they were a little older than me, So, but in terms of like Jordan and Chicago, I just never, they were never my competition because they hadn't won anything. So I was looking at how can I beat Magic and Kareem? Okay. How can I beat, McHale, Parrish, Bird, Dennis John? How can I beat those? Because they were all the champions. And in our era, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Dr. J, those were the dudes. Those were the dudes. I don't care what nobody talking. But this generation they talk about Michael Jordan or Duncan. Well, when I was coming in, wasn't nobody dunking like Dr. J.
Right.
I mean, with the pro flying through the air, he was the dude. So when you talk about the greatest for me, and so I wanted to back it up with stats, analytics, career, so on. There's no one who has had a better basketball playing career than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So to me, he was my GOAT. When I talk about the greatest to ever play, I look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The numbers back it up. Not only do the numbers back it up, but also the winning backs it up. And then what he did socially for us as a community off the floor, he was the Muhammad Ali. He was the GOAT of all sport.
And at a time where it wasn't, could have really risked his career.
He did.
Yes, did risk his.
He did. He paid a heavy price, Rex. If you remember, like Kareem just got rolled back out onto the stage. You know, for a long time, Kareem, his voice was silent for a long time. And the most tragic thing that the media did to Kareem that still pains me when I have to say this is they said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar couldn't communicate.
Yes.
And you remember hearing that. Now, here's a guy who has written 12 books, got 4 documentaries or 6 documentaries, and the media said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar couldn't communicate because they didn't like what he was saying.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So you heard what Isiah had to say. First of all, Isiah is never going to give Michael Jordan those props. At least they're not, because these guys have some kind of bad blood and animosity between the two of them, which is cool. The second thing, he brought up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, I always said I had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in my top 3. Matter of fact, out of respect, I've always had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar number 2 behind Michael Jordan. And I think you can make an argument that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had the best basketball career ever. Ever. If we're starting from college, NBA, you could make an argument that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the best player to ever play basketball. You could. You literally could. And you heard the part about Isiah talking about how articulate he was. Like, he was a total deal, total package, right? I still think Michael Jordan is a GOAT, but I always have Kareem as my number 2 and I have Kobe number 3. So I'm one of these people that thinks very highly of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In terms of the whole Michael Jordan, Isiah Thomas, look, man, ain't no love lost, man. I don't think this beef is ever going to go away. I don't know how much time Michael Jordan thinks about it. The dude is busy winning major races in NASCAR and beating NASCAR in court. I mean, Jordan just keeps on winning. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with that guy, man. He just wins. I mean, the guy just wins. Then, of course, you had some dumbass haters of Jordan. Oh, but he went to baseball. He didn't win. How many years did he play in baseball? Oh, I don't know. I'm a dumbass. I ain't think about all of that. I'm just a troll, man. Trolls don't be thinking. We don't be thinking, man. We just be over here twerking it up, pouring honey all over each other's booties, slapping each other with honey sticks, and having a good old time. I ain't go that far, but don't worry. I'm gonna be back tomorrow, though. I'm gonna be back to twerk tomorrow, though. Yeah, all right. We gonna be waiting for y'all.